Hey GlamFam, Linwood here, and today I am here with a Ask Linwood question. And the reason why I decided to do this is because I had a couple questions on some of my different videos where they were a bit more extensive and required more than like a try this shampoo. And so I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna make this a segment. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with this question that one of my lovely subscribers left on a video, and I'll read it for you now, and it reads as such. GlamFam, hey, I have a question about my daughter's hair. She is 12 years old and her hair won't grow. Her dad's girlfriend put a relaxer in her hair and it has not been the same since. I'm trying to get it to grow back and it seems like it's not working. So can you please give me some tips on how to grow my daughter's hair back? The more we do to it, the more it comes out. It seems like you're the expert on hair, so can you please just help me? Yes, I can, but before I do, let me pause for a moment of petty. Who the Hello Kitty is this female that your ex, whatever, is dating that feels like it's okay to put a chemical in your child's hair without your permission? Heifer, are you trying to get cut? How dare you put a chemical in my baby's hair and you didn't even contact me on it first, because I would have cut you then and there. But now all of a sudden you're going to try to do this without even asking? I will cut you and I'll cut a daddy. Moving right along. Typically when your child is 12, a lot of times around that age you see the body changing, hormones begin to change, and the hair also changes along with it. So depending at your individual child's rate of growth, they may or may not have mature enough hair at the age of 12 to get a relaxer. Now I will say 12 is my general rule of thumb, and if the child is younger than the age of 12, I absolutely do not do relaxers in their hair. The second thing I will add is most people who are not professionals, and even some who are, tend to leave relaxers on entirely too long, select a strength that is too high, and end up over processing the hair. A lot of it is probably boiling down to the fact that this hair has been relaxed. A lot of times it's not that the hair isn't growing, it's just that you're not seeing that growth because frequently it's breaking just as often or just as much as it is growing. So here's some different tips and pointers that I can give you to help that hair be in better health, strength, and help you better maintain it. The first of which is start off by deep conditioning her hair regularly. Doing so with protein and with moisture will help to keep that balance exactly where it should be, to keep the hair without being too stiff, but also keep it nice and supple so it can withstand a bit more stress and abuse and things like that, because it's already been through a bit of stress and abuse. So just make sure that you're treating that hair really well, that you're deep conditioning quite frequently. Also, utilizing a leave-in conditioner can be incredibly helpful and just kind of strengthening that hair and keeping that moisture balance up a bit higher. Keep in mind that a lot of times when you're relaxing hair, it creates gaps in the fabric of the hair, which allow moisture to more easily escape. So because a relaxer is such an alkaline chemical, it does have a tendency to do quite a bit of damage to the hair, especially being as though hair is naturally acidic. It is typically on a range of 4.5 to 5.5 on the pH scale, and most relaxers are all the way up at like an 11 to a 13 on the pH scale, just to kind of give you a range of how far off they are. My next point would be go ahead and get her hair trimmed or cut. I know that you may not want to hear that, but if it's breaking off into split ends, and the first thing we have to do is tackle those if we want to see that hair get any healthier. So get it trimmed as necessary to make sure that hair is as healthy as possible. Next, make sure that she's sleeping with satin or silk on her head, which means either satin bonnet, satin cap, satin pillowcase, or satin sheets if she's a wild sleeper. If she's an incredibly wild sleeper and sleeps all over the house, then you may want to do all of those. My last point, of course, would be to minimize the amount of heat that you're using on her hair and try to do as many heat-free options as possible, like protective styling, braided styles, possible updos, roller sets, twist outs, things along that line, just to kind of keep the heat off of her hair. Oh, and one last bonus tip, if you're using a gel on her hair, make sure that it is an alcohol-free gel. If it has SD alcohol or isopropyl alcohol, it's going to further add to the dryness of the hair, thereby causing her hair to break even more. So I hope that these tips have been helpful for you, dear, and if they have, let me know in the comment box below. If any of the rest of you that have been watching have any hair related questions that you would like me to answer in video format, please let me know by leaving them down below with the hashtag AskLinwood, and that way we can kind of get that taken care of in video format as well. I hope that you guys enjoyed this and found it informative, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, you guys, stay glam and God bless. Love you. Bye-bye.